Joining us is the Vice Chair of Addiction Psychiatry at New York Presbyterian and Weill Cornell Medicine, Dr. Jonathan Avery. Hello.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Thank you for joining us. We did a lot of talking because we had to set it up. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
Pandora's box was open a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
We can no longer put anything back in. So it's grown to an $6 billion industry. 1 in 4 adults will place a bet in the past year. Why is this happening?
It's really exploded over time. I mean, I think the numbers on who gambles these days is just profound. Like more than 50% of Americans might place a gamble. And that's because it's gone from just gambling in casinos to over the last 5 to 10 years, you can gamble on your phone 24/7, bet about whatever you want, play any sort of casino game, sports bet away. And so it's in our hands now. Yeah. There's no avoiding it.
And you see it too, every commercial, like Super Bowl commercial, the only people who are spending money are pharmaceutical companies and gambling outlets. And it's like billboards where like, go here to gamble and blah, 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 blah. If you have a gambling problem,
right,
blah,
it's
blah,
the
blah,
tiny,
blah.
tiny,
Like,
right, the tiny, tiny disclosure, right.
Exactly, no, it's a huge industry. They're advertising like crazy. I mean, I watch those ads and it's hard for me not to sign up as I'm watching them. Free $100, bet, you'll be the next millionaire. But I have the feeling not many people are winning, actually.
No, I'm sure they're not.
So what are the warning signs? When do you go from a casual, because I admit I downloaded one of the gambling apps. What is it called? They don't even call it betting. It's like a whatever. Like, one of those things for the Preakness. And I was like, oh my God, that's all I have to do? That was so cool. I lost, and then I got rid of it. And I was like, but I can see how someone who's even got the slightest little inkling of addiction could go back and be like, you know what, I have $20. Let me.
There's a little bit more.
When do you go from the casual, like, oh, here's $5 to you've got now put the farm up?
The crazy thing about gambling and sports betting is that it does light up the brain like any other substance of misuse. Like if I looked at your brain, if you use the substance versus you gamble, they look very similar. It's very rewarding. And so some people, when they take this app and they start playing, they cannot stop. And so you bet more and more, bet money you don't have. You build almost like a tolerance to it where you have to place higher and higher bets. You start chasing losses. You borrow money from folks. It's all you think about. You become depressed, anxious. And so we've seen a lot of people spiral. And unfortunately, gambling in the past has been something that have impacted middle-aged people. But now we're seeing more and more young men,
is this a libido
kids
thing?
getting into gambling. Did you say a libido thing?
Do you think it's a libido thing? You think it's insecurity and making up for some stuff?
Well, maybe a little bit. It does impact men more. We know women do gamble, but not as much as men. It's part of, like, we're worried about kids in social media or what other content they might be watching. But for men especially, it's easy to avoid the world and be on there trying to gamble, be a millionaire in some ways, and it ends up poorly for a lot of folks.
What about these folks, because it seems like the net is really wide of who is gambling, although you did say it's probably more men than women. I've heard people say this takes skill. You have to really know and do your research. I don't buy it, but you're the expert on this.
Well, it feels like with sports betting that there's skill involved, but the house still always wins. You know, you look at these advanced stats, you think you have the sports knowledge, but you're mostly losing, to be honest. And a lot of these bets that are done these days, like parlays or live betting, or you have to do multiple things to win, that's totally in favor of the sports books. I mean, they're bringing in tons and tons of money on people thinking they're going to hit it big. And just losing for taking those bets.
And you can gamble on anything at this point. It's not just, I mean, they're gambling whether, do we talk the WNBA players who are going through their menstrual cycles or something?
They will find out and they'll figure it out and they'll say, I'm going to bet on her because she's...
You can bet on the war, you can bet on when people are going to die.
Some guys
There's all sorts
down
of
the street.
ways. Exactly.
It's crazy. How do you treat it?
Luckily, there are good treatments, and that's what I really want to highlight here, is that there is help if you find you're gambling too much or it's really taking a big role in your life. To start with, there's good hotlines. 1-800-GAMBLER is a good one to call.
Just look on a billboard.
Just look on a billboard, look at the little tiny print. And you'll find it. But there's good therapies. There's actually medications that help people gamble less. And just like there's Alcoholics Anonymous for alcohol, there's Gamblers Anonymous for gambling. And it's a great room to go into if you're struggling with other people that are struggling in the same way.
And don't be ashamed of it.
Don't be afraid. Stigma
a lot of people going through it.
Addiction hides in the secrets and in the shame. And just to raise your hand and say, I'm struggling this way, to your friends, your family, a clinician, you can get better and you spend your money on things that are more worthwhile.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. If you or a loved one is suffering from a gambling addiction, you can get help by calling 1-877-HOPE-NY.
Yep.